Sunday, and the first stop on the Sunday taco tour was Agave Taco Bar in Wash Park. We had a living social deal, and we had some high hopes because there was a really nice patio with some dogs. The inside was nicely decorated. It was a pretty good atmosphere. A lot of white people, so Wash Park, exactly. But things quickly went downhill.
Yeah,
I would say.
So it's a good thing that this was an early stop and we weren't drunk, because it was really hard not to be really vocally rude and mean, because it was just so the service was really bad.
It was really bad. Well, let's start with the drinks, because at least the drinks were
the drinks were good.
Go ahead. I got a watermelon agua fresca, and it tasted like actual watermelon because it had actual watermelon in it. So I would recommend that as far as drinks are concerned.
I had the Rosa Margarita, which was prickly pear and agave nectar and something else. I wrote it down, but that's okay. It was nice. It had a really good flavor. You could definitely taste that there was some good alcohol in it. It was a nice drink. I liked it a lot. My only complaint was that I wish it had come with a straw. It was kind of in shorter, low ball glasses with a lot of ice in them, and it was really hard to get most of the drink out. So I wish I had a straw, but otherwise, good drink, solid drink.
And I had the Sonora Sunset, which was tequila and the prickly pear juice and grapefruit juice. And
that's why I didn't like that much.
Yeah,
I don't really like grapefruit.
Oh, it was pretty good. It was a little bit overwhelmed by the tequila, and you couldn't taste the fruit juice as much. And I agree that it needed a straw.
So the tacos that we got, Lauren ordered a vegetarian taco, quinoa con elote. It was olive oil, refried black beans, guacamole, fresco cheese, and crema, and it was delicious. It was a really great taco. Yeah. I would even go so far as to say, out of all the places we've been so far, it's my favorite taco.
I have to think about it a little bit, but it's definitely up there. And it's very it had a really nice layering to it, where the bean was on the bottom and they had the creamer right in the middle with the cheese on top, and it just really pulled the flavors together, and it was nice and had good texture, really strong, good flavor without being. It wasn't really spicy or anything. It just had a really strong, nice flavor,
and it didn't fall apart or anything.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it was really good. It was easy to eat. It was a nice vegetarian option instead of just being a bunch of vegetables on a tortilla. It had some actual flavor and some substance to it. It was really good. Really well done.
The taco that I got was the al pastor. It was pork, caramelized pineapple, onion, cilantro, lime, and then salsa. The salsa came on the side. It was the green sort of spicy salsa, and it was okay. There was maybe 4 small chunks of pineapple that were cooked, but I wouldn't say caramelized. The al pastor itself, I really liked. The last tour we had last year, neither of us could really get into the al pastor just because of the texture of it. But this one, I thought was pretty good. Nothing special about it though, but not that bad. And then
and so I had the pollo chile relleno, which was a chicken with a poblano pepper across the top. And it had its own little sauce on it that was good. The biggest problem with it was that I took a bite of it and I said, this tastes like salmon. This tastes like fish. And I thought that maybe the pepper, because the pepper wasn't cooked as much as I like them. I like them when they're a little bit crispier, and it was still very, very mushy. But that's kind of a style thing that could just be their personal preference. But I thought that maybe they had cooked the chili on the same spot of the grill they had just cooked salmon on or something and just absorbed the flavor. And then I opened the taco up to kind of dissect it a little bit, because that's part of the way we've been kind of evaluating our tacos. And there were actually chunks of salmon in my chicken taco,
which is not okay.
Not okay. A lot of people are allergic to fish, and it completely overwhelmed the flavor of that taco. I was able to get a couple bites where I couldn't really taste it, but I thought that the pepper was really overwhelmed by the salmon that was accidentally in there, and some of the chicken was okay, but it wasn't anything that special. I thought the pepper just tasted kind of mushy and bland on top of an okay chicken, but the fact that there was salmon in my chicken taco, and I'm someone who likes salmon, but no, that was completely unacceptable. It really bothered me a lot.
And there was no point in complaining to the waiter because we hardly ever saw him. He claimed from the beginning that they were slammed. It was your typical nice Denver day brunch rush.
There was no line.
It wasn't. I would call it not even the rush for Denver. Most places are really slammed, and there was no wait. There were empty tables.
And so, like I said, there was no point in even complaining, because what would have been done? We would have had to wait another 20 minutes for tacos. It took a long long time for the food to come out, and Steve didn't even get. Poor Steve. We were given brunch menus. Had to wait 15 minutes for.
No, it was like 20 minutes. We got there at 1:45.
20 minutes for him to come and take our order, and it was 5 minutes after 2 o'clock, which is when brunch ends, and the guy told Steve, oh sorry, we're not serving brunch anymore. So Steve had to wait to get another menu, and then chose like an appetizer off that menu, and then had to wait, like 40 minutes?
We were completely finished with all of our food by the time his appetizer came.
And we had to ask for it, and at that point I just got really bitchy, because I'm sorry, like, that's unacceptable. And the second I said something, it magically appeared.
And I think it was just sitting there. I think he never brought it.
Yeah.
And then, it was just, there was a lot of issues with that. The service was just really abominable. I mean, we were just getting... It took a long time, really, and he did warn us that the drinks were backed up, and that was fine.
That's fine.
And I actually didn't think that they took that long to get.
Yeah, and he took Steve's off the bill, which I really appreciated. He didn't say anything other than me being really bitchy about it.
Yeah.
So he probably...
Yeah. I mean, I would be willing to try again, but I'm not excited to go back.
If I didn't have a living social... Like, if I got another living social deal, I would come back, but I wouldn't just... For funsies.
The other thing that really bothered me was that there was a couple next to us who got seated, and we had already ordered and been turned down on brunch food. And they had been given brunch menus. So, Nikki kind of leaned over and was like, just so you know, they're not going to let you order brunch. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. We did know, and they gave us the other menu too, so it's fine. We're like, okay. And then a few minutes later, they turn around after we put in our orders, and this is something that, another customer is telling us, not the server.
Yeah, not the server.
It's like, oh, well, you guys know that after 2, the first 3 tacos on the menu are 2 for $2, right?
And we're like, no.
Actually, you would think that if he told us we couldn't have brunch, maybe he would have let us know about the special. I thought that was really crummy, because that definitely would have played into options. We might have gotten a couple more, since they were so cheap, just to taste them.
Yeah.
And it was really disappointing to me that another customer had to say that.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.